Hi there, my name is Matt Cole.
And I'm Brian Garrity.
We are the producers of the Sexperts Podcast, and we are here with a very special guest for the very first time. We're getting some new blood injected into this show, Brian. You ready?
Shoot me up.
You ready? Welcome to the show, Selena Carlson Hagstrom.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Did I get that name right?
You did.
Thank God.
You didn't even read it.
I didn't even read it. I could have written it down or read it from Facebook, but I wanted to know it.
I'm so proud of you for putting that in your mouth.
It sounded a little dirty, but
he hears that a lot
I'm not surprised.
from me.
Well, welcome. And once again, I say that you're new blood because you're coming in new to the show. You're also, I think maybe, have you met Selena yet?
In passing.
In passing, yeah. But I met you during the 666 Project at the Push Comedy Theater, and you've been around and doing all kinds of fun stuff. What did you give me a look for, Brian?
Did you just come from the set of a remake of the Dead Poets Society?
I feel like you're not wrong there, Brian. That's a
That tie is so Dead Poets Society.
It is
looks like a schoolboy uniform.
I
kind of
took
hot.
Or are you in a AC/DC cover band? I can't. It's one or the other.
What if it's both? A private school for AC/DC cover band?
Brian is a quintessential performer because like I walk up and I'm like, "Hey, Brian." He's like, "Hey." It looks like he's like hungover and he's like, just been told his dog died. And as soon as you hit record, Brian's like, "Hey, how's it going? You look like shit. You look like it's the roast." Like Brian knows how to turn it on. Anyways, let's get back to you, Selena. So it's been great. You were a really big help on the 666 Project. It's really successful Halloween show.
Successful.
Successful.
Talk about. I've been talking too much. Talk about 666 and your experience with that.
It was amazing. I actually auditioned for Panties in a Twist last year.
Oh.
And I didn't make it, but I pitched an idea and they were like, "Hey, why don't you join the writing group?" And I stared at my screen for 2 months and was like, "How the fuck do I do this?" And so I decided to go back to college and double major in theater and women's studies.
Wait, all because of Panties in a Twist?
Listen to all you other ones who went. Like, so many people don't get into Panties in a Twist and they don't go back to college or anything.
Yeah, but like I'm a hardcore fan. You have no idea. Like I'm hardcore like fangirl for Panties.
Wow.
I've been to every show. Mm-hmm. I love the cast. I think they're
From
amazing.
day one?
Yeah, from day one. I saw them when they were at the teeny tiny little theater and it was a cast of 16.
Holy shit.
So I was like, I really miss theater. I want to get back into it, but I want to be worthy of it. I want to be good at what I do. Not that I was bad when I performed professionally before.
Yeah.
But this is a totally different genre and a different aspect of acting and theater that I hadn't really explored before, and I'm having so much fun and I'm learning how to write sketches. I'm taking the Sketch 101 class and I love my favorite sketch, I'm not gonna lie, is the madrigals.
Yeah.
So when they sing, I'm like, oh my God, that's magic. So I just finished Music Improv 101.
Congrats.
Because one day I would like to be able to make that kind of magic. So
whoa. So okay, all right. So take us through your push story, because we were talking before this interview. You are probably like the Dos Equis man. Like you are the most interesting person probably that I know, because you've done a lot of stuff. But let's take it back. So you auditioned.
How dare you? I'm sitting right here.
But Garrity, I might have a couple of years on you, so I've been around the block like maybe 5 times.
How dare you?
So you auditioned last year for Panties and Twists, which if you don't know is the biggest all women sketch comedy show in probably the universe, but we'll say at least on the East Coast so that we can be accurate. And that comes around. It's produced by the people that Push Comedy Theater. And this year it's at the Harrison Opera House on excited. February 15th. Get your tickets online, blah, blah, blah. All right. So last year you auditioned, didn't get in, but that actually invigorated you. And those auditions are around November, December. And then, so you were doing more stuff at the Push Comedy Theater. You stagehanded for 666, the Halloween show. And what else? Where are we in this timeline? Music improv.
I did improv 101, then I did music improv, and now I'm in sketch 101.
Nice.
So I'm trying to get all my like freshman push stuff done.
Holy
before
shit.
I move on to my sophomore year.
That is awesome. And let's see. And you're going to ODU, is that right?
I am.
My alma mater. Who here in this room has been to ODU?
Go
me,
Blue, me.
Selena. What about you, Brian?
I took a few classes there.
Did you really?
Yeah. And I was an MBA student there for about 3 weeks.
NBA?
Masters.
Ooh, he went to fancy school.
Oh,
like I'm still an undergrad. Like,
I was an MBA student on a baseball scholarship.
I'm not surprised by that.
Let's see. Yeah, so you're in sketch comedy class right now at the Push Comedy Theater. I think I saw that class has like 20-some people in it or something like that.
It felt like about 105 the other night when we were in the back of the training facility. It was,
oh my God.
The whole table was full. Like there were no chairs. There was like standing room only. In fact, Devereaux stood the entire time and taught.
God, and he's a lazy motherfucker.
Is he? See, I don't know that about him.
No, he's a hard worker.
Good save there, Cole.
There's so many things to talk about. You were talking about you used to live in Germany for like a lot of years of your life, from like 3 to 17.
Roughly. There was a small stint over here.
You've worked with hair before. I forgot.
Not the musical, actual, hair. Yeah, I'm a retired master stylist.
But because I was here on time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know she's working on a current theater project.
I am.
What is that current theater project?
The Theater Technical Association, which is a student-run organization at ODU, is putting on a production of the Laramie Project, and it's about Matt Shepard. I'm glad you put the tissues out because things might go there. It's about the death of Matt Shepard, and all of the proceeds that we raise are going to go to the LGBT Life Center here in Norfolk.
Awesome.
So we have auditions coming up really soon. So we want to get some new character actors out there because it's a really small class and cast, and each character plays, I want to say, about 1 million different characters, but I don't think that's quite right.
No, it is. I did an interesting project myself where I was in the Laramie Project back in 2013 or something like that, with a couple people who have been push adjacent. And yeah, I really enjoyed playing a bunch of different characters, really heavy stuff. I would say, and Brian knows my mom, she's not much of a crier or doesn't really like me or is a fan of my work, but she cried. She cried at the end because I think I had the very last monologue of the guy who found
Matthew Shepard.
Thank you. Who found Matthew Shepard, the first person. It's like it's a heavy fucking play.
It's very heavy.
It's a great
very
play.
I only wish that we had proceeds we could donate to that.
I mean, the Sexperts aren't rolling in it.
No.
And one of my favorite, I'm sorry, it's all about me today. One of my favorite acting notes, I worked with a director actually who is one of the pushers, Jeremiah Albers. He's moved on to bigger and better things. But he gave me a note. He was like, try saying this monologue, like every statement in the script with the period has a question mark. I was like, blew my mind. And it sounds really simple, but like that really helped me. And like, wow, what a play. I had some great memories with that. We worked with actually Kempsville High School, so it wasn't anything that I don't think anybody saw around
my alma mater.
You really? No shit. Or I think it may have Kellum. Never mind. Sorry. Okay, enough about me. So you're working on, congratulations. It sounds like you have a lot of cool stuff going on. What else? Anything else you're working on in Push that we haven't talked about?
No, I'm submitting sketches and trying to learn how to master that skill set, and trying to find the funny, and just the Laramie Project. I'm a homeschool mom, so that keeps me pretty busy when I'm not nerding it up in school. Nice. I'm nerding it up with my kids. So.
Cool. How many kids do you have?
Biologically, I have 4. But
whoa.
But between my husband and I, we have 9, and I'm a grandma.
No fucking way.
I'm such a hot young grandma.
What else do you do? This is amazing.
So I'm an ordained interfaith minister.
Oh my God.
And I run a business called Tea with Selena.
Oh, talk about that. What is that?
So I chose that name like decades ago before people started saying spill the tea and stuff. And it was meant to be come sit down and have a cup of tea with me. I know. Now it's like this catchphrase that's like...
We neither one of us ever heard that.
I'm so sorry. So spill the tea has taken on this connotation of like spill the gossip and stuff. But Tea with Selena was built as a place to come and sit down and have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
And as a minister, I would just provide a safe space to listen and I would triage. So I don't do long-term or chronic care. I just kind of like help you assess the situation and get you to the resources that you need and connect you with other
that is really cool.
In the area. So
how can you find out about this?
I have a Facebook page and I have hours of operation listed and there's a phone number you can get a hold of. But it's kind of on an as needed basis. So that's why I'm able to do as much as I am, because I can kind of pick and choose little jobs.
Yeah.
And do them
well,
when
it sounds like you're fucking busy as shit. I mean, come on. Like,
But homeschooling and theater. I do. I live in a shoe at the beach, so it's a flip-flop. Get it right there.
It's windy.
It is. It's very windy. So I really like helping people and helping them find their voice. And theater is actually one of the ways that I enjoy doing that. I'd like to get into.
That's why we started this podcast.
Right. Like doing people. Well, I mean, there's definitely a market for it. So.
Yeah. No way. All right. What else are you involved with? What else? Anything else that you want to put out there?
I used to help run an event planning business in Northern Virginia and DC. So for friends, I will come out of retirement.
Wow.
I did a wedding, I don't know, about a year and a half ago. It was super high class in Colonial Williamsburg with sneaky Star Wars elements and Harry Potter and a bunch of other like nerd stuff.
Would you be available for an adult circumcision?
That sounds like you need a doula, and I don't provide
not
that
to
kind
perform
of
it,
support.
just to celebrate it.
I could help you throw like an amazing shindig for that. Like we could get that cutting right on.
Well, thank you so much. I know that obviously from this you're a busy person. Thank you for everything you do. I mean, it sounds like you really like helping out people.
Let's get this done and get her back on her way.
I know. I have shit to do. Like.
But yeah, so we talked about so if you are like Selena and you would like to spill the tea, look out for that. Also, if you would like to learn a new skill or hobby, go to pushcomedytheater.com, sign up for a class in stand-up, sketch writing, improv classes, a whole lot of fun. As Selena is right. Yeah, musical improv, absolutely. And catch Panties in a Twist coming up on February 15th at the Harrison Opera House, I think 8 p.m. Pantiesandtwist.com. You get your tickets there. Thank you so much for being on. It's going to be a fun episode.
I'm looking forward to it.
One last thing is, I think I may put out somewhere people used to do this a lot for us, but you actually wrote us a letter in character, and I fucking love that. I'm going to pull that up right now and maybe read it on the episode because it was really funny. All right, here we go. We're on to the episode.
Bye-bye.